you're not in a relationship and simply dating, you should always have more than one. Okay? So when I tell y'all this, y'all need to understand, because when you come and ask me the question, well, what do I do if the man that I'm with doesn't do A, B, C, and D? Well, ma'am, you just go get another one. You should already have one. You need to call the other one, because the reason why they treat y'all like that is because they know you don't got another one, and they know it's going to take a lot for you to go get another one, because you don't keep yourself up, and they can pretty much treat you and take you for granted and do whatever they want because you won't go get another one. A lot of y'all look like y'all don't have options, and a lot of y'all treat yourselves like you can't go get another one. That's why they treat you that way. Okay, but if your mind, in your mind, you already know you got somebody on the back burner that's going to do what you want, you're not going to ask that man more than once or twice to do something and then have it done. That man is going to learn that you're not going to wait around on him, and that people are able to do it. He can't. You know what I mean? So that's why I say have another one and stay leveled up so you can have another one or have a backup. Why? Because you're going to need one. All right.
If you're scared to date multiple men, ask yourself, why does one man get husband energy when he's only giving you maybe energy? Men compare options all the time. You protecting your heart, keeping your options open is not toxic.
Reasons why you are single and miserable. You are doing single all wrong. Number one, you should be dating multiple men. You need to be dating 2 to 3 men baseline, okay? Let me tell you why. POV, you were in a relationship with a guy for 3 years. It didn't work out. It took you 2 years to get over that relationship. When you hit the streets now, baby, you're 5 years in a deficit, okay? You don't even know what you like. You don't even know what's outside. You need to know what you like. They young, they old, they tall, they short. Try your hand at it, baby. You need to go outside. You need to date to learn what you like. The second reason why you need to date multiple men is because it takes the emotional offload off of one particular person, baby. You out here stuck on Kevin. Kevin is a 4. He's doing a whole bunch of nothing, boom, but you stuck. Women's biggest downfall is not being able to control their emotions. If you're having a problem controlling your emotions, read Joyce Meyer's Living Beyond Your Feelings is basically how to control your emotions so your emotions don't control you. Additionally, you're dating in a deficit, you're dating in deprivation, and you're dating in depression. Okay, y'all? Oh my God, I'm so tired of the apps. Ain't no quality men out here. Da, da, da. That's exactly what you're going to attract, baby. When I step out the house, I feel like I smell good, I look good. Okay, and my mentality is that there are an abundance of quality people, quality men outside. Okay, and look, hotline blinging. Okay, that is how you have to step outside. So enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Enjoy the summer. Be outside and enjoy your life. And that is exactly what you will attract. Okay, love you. Bye.
Reasons why you should be dating multiple men at once. So people are like, oh no, just date one person and then get a real feel for him, then move on to the next. Nuh-uh, we're not wasting time over here. We're dating multiple men at once. Let me tell you why this is more attractive. If you have all the eggs in one basket, what happens? You put a lot more emphasis on that one basket. If you have your eggs spread around, guess what happens? No one man has you. And what that means is you're energetically detached from all of them. And if you're energetically detached, that means they're going to come chase after you more because they don't actually have you. This will make them more obsessed with you. Plus, no man deserves you full time unless he has that chat with you and actually commits to you full time. Until then, play the field and have some fun.
Ladies, date 4 or 5 men at a time so you can find a man that can properly maintain you. Because these weak men are screaming, oh, it's too expensive to maintain a woman. Consistency is free. Loyalty is free. Opening doors and planning dates are free. Massaging shoulders and rubbing feet is free. Cooking meals are free. And ladies, real men aren't afraid of competition because they know when they step in, they set in the bar. These weak men believe dating equals sex. A real man don't want nothing too easy. These men want to jump in bed with you because they're the type to go to a car lot, test drive a car they want knowing they can't afford it. Ladies, a real man gonna pay attention to you. He don't know when you hurt, when you sad. He gonna show up for you, not even when you tell him because he's watching you. He made it his duty to study you. These weak men don't even deserve to smell your panties. Date them all, 4 or 5 at a time until you can find a man that shows up for you the way you need it. Stop settling. Children come from you. You birth nations. These weak men don't even stand a chance. Love yourself above all things. Date every single man that you have interest in until you find a man that can maintain you on all levels, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that knows how to lead you, but also knows when to fall back and be led. A real man ain't afraid of putting his woman in position. Ladies, love yourselves, and men, you gotta do better. All praises.
He's my cousin. My
Man, I'm your man. My man. My man.
Ladies, let me tell you something. Not all, but for most men, when we're single and we're dating, we're always talking to more than one woman. Even if we're exclusively sleeping with you, we might not be sleeping with another woman, but we're definitely talking to another girl. We're definitely keeping our options open because historically and statistically, women initiate most breakups and most divorces. This is the experience of a man, is that there's a high probable chance that this girl might leave me. Maybe I said something the wrong way. Maybe I've been working so much, so I don't feel like talking to her right now. So she doesn't want to settle for less, and so she leaves me. And I get it. I understand. Nobody wants to settle for less. Nobody wants to be unhappy, and women can, because you guys naturally have more options. Men are constantly pursuing you. I get it. I'm not bashing you for it. I'm not saying you're a bad person for it. I'm just trying to make you understand as to why men are constantly talking to more than one woman. What makes us commit it to one woman is when she's done everything in her power to prove that she's real and here to stay.
If you're only dating one man at a time, you're doing it wrong. You need to be dating at least 3 men. 3 men in rotation. Here's why. Number one, it helps you not to get too attached. Right? When one man falls off, you don't care. There's 2 more. You don't get so attached. You don't start chasing. You don't start like spiraling out of control. It's all good. Number 2, it gives you feedback being around 3 different guys. Like you get to compare how each guy shows up and how you feel around each guy. Like, do you know, like, you'll notice like, oh, this one is always asking to take me out. This one, not so much. I feel really on edge around this guy. This guy, I can kind of relax and feel good. So it gives you that like contrast and comparison that you need. And the third reason is your exclusivity needs to be earned. Don't be settling down with some guy, closing yourself off to other guys and wasting time, precious years out of your life. You only settle down if you have the ring or the relationship you want. Period. There's no, oh, let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend. No. He's getting all the benefit, not you. Your exclusivity needs to be earned always and forever. A lot of women that I work with, they have a hard time with this concept. And one of the main things that I see women say about this, like dating the 3 guys at once, is like they feel bad. Let me tell you something. He's probably doing the same shit. He's got his own little roster. And number 2 is, this is what I tell my clients to do. Put your hand over your heart and say, I love you, part of me that feels responsible for a man's feelings. And let it go. This is your time. You can't be worried about a grown man.
Now, here's the deal. You should be, ma'am, aside from all your excuses, you should be dating 3 men at a time. According to the science, you dating 3 men at a time actually benefits you. Ask yourself, why is it that in royal societies that they would bring in multiple suitors to the woman to determine which was the best suitor for her? Why do you think that is? Why do you think it has always been a practice, especially the higher you ranked in society, that you had multiple options to choose from? When a man understands that he has competitions with you, it raises his testosterone and it drives him to work harder for you for a masculine man. This is another pre-qualifier to allow you to determine, is this man operating in his masculine energy or not?
You know what? The reason why that guy is bluffing you is because you are dating only him and you've made him your entire world. You need to add 5 more guys to it. You need 5 guys, not 1. Because if you are not married, you are still single and you can date as many men as you want. It's just that close the coochie. Until you learn to date more guys, he's always going to play with your mental health. He's always going to play with your heart. He's always going to play with your mind. He's always going to play with your emotions, because you have made him your entire world. It isn't supposed to be so. It isn't. It's not supposed to be like that. So I said, well, you're going to add 5 more guys to it. Start going out. Start going out. When somebody say, hey girl, I like you, don't reject that person. Go out with that person. Go on a date with that person. Dress nice, dress beautiful, dress classy. Go and sit down and chat him, because you're what? You're single. You're not married. So you're entitled to date as many men as you want. You understand? Add more. So if you're seeing just one guy, I beg, it's not enough. He's gonna joke with your mind. He's gonna play with your mind, your emotion, your heart, your everything. You cry every day because he's not gonna call you. Maybe for all you know, you are sitting down waiting for his call, or he told you that he's gonna come over, but he's not there. He's not there. If there were 5, you would have run the other one and go to him. Don't date one guy as a single girl. What are you doing? Add more. Tell me you're gonna add more. There should be 5. 1 is not enough. I said what? 1 guy is not enough. Add more. Date 5. If you can make it 10, date them, but make sure that the coochie is always closed. Not near.
Putting all your eggs in one basket when it comes to these men is like going to the casino and betting. You putting money in and you praying and hoping that it works out in your favor.
Big shout out to the women that can date multiple men at the same time, because I can't do it. I be putting all my eggs in one basket and then I be mad when I get heartbroken and shit. But it's just so mentally exhausting to entertain multiple men. I can't do it. Meanwhile, y'all getting flowers delivered by multiple different men and I can't eat. Shout out to y'all.
We get 2 wives in Islam and they know about each other. Yeah. Honesty. Honesty causes no problems. If you're a man, you have your wife, you have your side chick, you have your mistress, you have that other girl you probably go to clubs with, you know. You probably manage it all very well. As a woman, I've had a husband, I've had a side dude, I had a husband that my husband, I didn't really sleep with him. He was just there for stability. He was a father, and I could flex and say I got a husband. Then you have the side dude. The side dude there is for intimacy, for sex. Then you have the other side dude who you don't do anything with. You're not intimate, you're not having sex with him. He's there for emotional support. You can cry to him about the other 2 dudes because he knows everything. And he's like, you know what? Here go 500. Get your hair and nails done. Go feel better. That's that dude. Then you have the other dude that you see like once every 5 years because y'all kindle your friendship back because you just need that, that spontaneous moment. You have that dude. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All 4 of those dudes equal 1 man. And now your husband can't figure out why you all of a sudden just happy all the time. Well, you ain't been happy like this in a long time. That's because I got everything I want now. You wasn't just it.
Dating multiple men is the feminine standard. Men date multiple women all the time. Nobody calls it wrong or nobody calls it sneaky. Nobody says they're playing game. Call it dating. The moment the woman does the same, she's suddenly confusing, sending mixed signals, or playing hard to get. Here's the truth that most women are never taught. A high-value woman does not date for attention. She dates for alignment. She isn't trying to impress a man. She's watching who shows up with leadership, consistency, and direction. When you date like a woman who's choosing her future husband, not hoping that you become someone's girlfriend, everything changes. Because dating multiple men isn't about playing games or juggling. It's about discernment. It's how you stop wasting time on inconsistent men that were never going to commit anyway. And that's meant for you, meant for your soul, is not going to be threatened by your options. He'll rise above them because masculine men who are ready for marriage do not fear competition. They'll eliminate it with clarity. If you're ready to date like a woman who chooses her forever and not waiting to be chosen, comment forever and I'll send you the next steps.
I'm on some dumb shit. By the way, what he say? He can tell I ain't missing no meals. Come through and fuck him in my automobile. Let him eat it with his grills. He keep telling me to chill. He keep telling me it's real that he love my sex appeal.
I love when guys are like, she's just a girl. I got so many other options. She's got a whole roster. You're just in a starting lineup right now. There's other people waiting to play. Put me in, coach.
Having a roster as a woman will change your dating life. And if you don't believe me, hear me out. If you have a roster, then you are now in the power position. If you only have one guy on the table, and he starts treating you really badly, you're going to deal with that low tier behavior because there's no other options on the table. But if you have a roster of 5 men, which is what I recommend, then when one starts to kind of act weird or distant, then you can just go on to another man. And the other benefit is that you don't have to pretend to be busy all the time, because if you have 5 guys on the table, you naturally just don't have enough energy to sink into one of them. So if one of them doesn't text you back, for example, you're not even going to notice. You're literally going to be with another guy who is texting you back, who is planning the date, who is treating you like a queen. This is why winning dating, you guys, it's about being smarter, not working harder. The other benefit of this is you don't get as attached to each man because you have 5 on the table. You're not seeing yourself marrying one of them. You're not imagining wedding bells before you even had your second date. And that's a good thing, you guys, because then you can sit back in a power position and allow men to show you who they are. And you know what? If he's a joker who's presented himself as a king, you just say goodbye to him. And then you move on with a guy who does know how to treat you right. The balance you want to achieve with men that makes them chase you like shark to blood is when they know you like them, but they don't know how much you like them. And when you have a roster, it's much easier to keep them in suspense. No longer do you have to play a game of like trying not to text back too frequently or pretending you're not available on certain nights. Now you're actually not available on certain nights. Now you actually don't have a bunch of free time to be texting this guy every morning and night. The other thing with having a roster is you need to date a wide range of men. I know you all have a type. I know it's the 6'5" model with blue eyes that works in finance. I think those guys are really hot and sexy too, you guys. But maybe that guy isn't going to treat you like the queen you deserve to be. He might. I'm not saying he won't. But when you date a wide range of men, you're going to see maybe there's another kind of man that is a better fit for you. Not to call a bunch of people out here, but if you are continuing to date bad men, you might just be choosing the wrong men. And it's going to take dating a wider range of men to figure that out. And the last rule with this is no coffee or drink dates. I literally would sing this from the rooftop if I could, you guys. You only want to go on dates with men who offer dinner as a first date. These are men who are not serial daters. These are men who are actually going to be the masculine man for you that you deserve. They are provider energy. And I know a lot of you give me the feedback, you don't want to sink the amount of time into a dinner on a first date. That's okay. You can come back to the dinner request and say, oh, I prefer drinks. The important part is that he's offering dinner. Get a roster, you guys. As a woman, it will change your life.
If you're with an older man, let's get into this, because older men like to groom younger women. Even if it's legal, like you're 18 and up, anytime an older man comes up to you, they want to groom you. So in order to not be groomed, but to groom them, you got to shift that power. Like, oh, you know, this, and that. Yes, great. So now you're grooming them to associate you with making them feel important. Now they want to naturally please you instead of trying to groom you to please them. Now they naturally want to please you and be around you and do whatever it takes to get that compensation for, you know, of feeling important. So when you're dating an older man, it's very important to make him feel important. Otherwise, he's going to try to groom you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have to reverse that. And it's very easy for women because men's ego are so big that they think you're stupid and dumb anyway and impressed by them anyway. They think you're looking for a father figure and all this kind of stuff. They think you're looking for a dad. They think they're getting ready to groom you. They think they're getting ready to, you know, do this. But really, you're smarter than them if you already know this game. And you already know, play dumb, play stupid, and make him feel important like he's somebody. Because instead of you looking for a daddy, he looking for a daughter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People are always thinking, oh, y'all are looking for a sugar daddy. Yeah, y'all are looking for a sugar daddy. Y'all are a gold digger. But then men always want to date these younger women. And, you know, I dated an older man. I married to an older man. It's never they're looking for a daughter. It's always they're looking for a sugar daddy. Well, have you ever thought about it the other way around? So make them spoil you, especially if they're old. They don't have no excuse. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Kat. What are best flattering remarks to much older man? Older men love the fact that they have experience, intelligence, and that they still have some type of, youth. So you compliment them on their intelligence, their experience, and how youthful that they still are, whether it's you have really good ideas, or I never thought of that, or like, oh my gosh, you're in such good shape. Don't say for your age, just say, oh my gosh, you're in such good shape. Or compliment their style, like, oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing. So they like to feel still young.
Baby girl, tell that man that just because there's a lack of a roster, because you don't do that, doesn't mean there's not a wait list. Act like you know.
Men are always dating several women most of the time, or using y'all, or lying to y'all. What are y'all doing? Y'all are giving mercy to people that do not deserve it. Y'all are being faithful to people that do not deserve it. Y'all are being faithful to people that won't do anything for you. Why? Because you've been trained, you've been brainwashed, and you've been duped. So it's time to wake up and get the most out of life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right? If y'all don't understand, y'all need to listen to that part over and over again until you do. All right? Wonderful. Work on your roster. Yes. How many you got on your roster, girl? You need to have at least 2. 3 is great. 2 is good. 1 is bad. But at least you got 1, right? And the best way to do this is, as soon as you get 1, you go after the next one, because you look good enough to pull. You look good enough to attract. So right after this, the next day, whatever, when you finally got one on your roster that you like, the next day and the next day and the next day, go out until you find another one. Okay, don't stop, don't pause.